Welcome to Book Juice, where stories aren't just stories. They're keys, they're doors, they're ways back to the parts of ourselves we forgot how to name. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were living someone else's story? Like the world around you made no space for your truth? And deep down, you hoped somewhere else had to exist, a place where you belonged, where your voice mattered, where you weren't too much or too strange or too other. That's what the 10,000 Doors of January is all about. It's not just fantasy, it's escape with intention. We meet January Scalar, a girl who lives in a mansion filled with artifacts, surrounded by wealth, silence, and expectations. She's the ward of a wealthy man. She's watched, but not seen. Well-behaved, but not free. And when she stumbles upon a strange book, a book that speaks of doors to other worlds, everything changes. Because these doors, they're not just portals. They're metaphors for every choice you didn't know you had, for every version of your life that could have been if you had been brave enough to open it. This book isn't just about magic. It's about identity, race, power, belonging, and how the world, the real world, tries to keep certain people in boxes. Well-behaved, silent, contained, but stories crack the box open. And January, she doesn't just read stories. She becomes one. She starts to realize that she's more than a side character in someone else's narrative. She has agency. She has history. She has a father to find, a truth to reclaim, a world or 10,000 worlds to step into. And here's where this book hits on a soul level. We all have doors, moments in our lives when something calls to us, something risky, strange, and freeing. Sometimes we close the door. Sometimes we ignore it. But sometimes we walk through. And what we find on the other side isn't perfection. It's possibility. It's a version of life where we are allowed to be full, messy, powerful, and whole. Alix E.Harrow writes with this dreamy, lyrical beauty that makes you feel like the words themselves are spells. Every line opens something. Every chapter is a reminder that we are the ones who choose whether to stay or to leave, to accept the small story or go searching for a bigger one. And here's the quiet truth she slips between the pages. Belonging isn't about finding a place that fits you. It's about choosing not to shrink to fit the wrong one. It's about stepping into the unfamiliar with your full self intact. And whether your door is a book, a decision, a risk, a relationship, or a truth you've been avoiding, you'll know when it's time to walk through it. Juice drop. When I was a girl, I opened every door I could find. Because sometimes freedom isn't given, it's discovered. One brave choice, one unexpected door at a time. And yes, we say it out loud because it matters. So here's your reflection. What door in your life have you been afraid to open? And what part of you might finally breathe if you did? Let's talk in the comments about what you've outgrown, about the stories that no longer hold you, about the new worlds waiting on the other side of courage. And if you've ever felt boxed in by someone else's version of who you're supposed to be, this is your sign. You don't need permission. You need a door and the decision to walk through it. That's why Book Juice exists. For the wanderers, for the ones who've been told to stay quiet, for the ones ready to write a new chapter and find themselves in the story. Grab the book, open the door, and remember, this is Book Juice. Short reflections, deep impact.